Right, Gorilla Gold, obligatory disclaimer. So 4 great reasons why to invest in Gorilla. High-grade gold on granted mining leases in WA and rapidly growing these resources. This is what Gorilla is all about. We've got 1.5 million ounces at 3.8 grams, and we are looking to significantly grow those resources. We've got a really aggressive strategy to grow resources, to get these projects into development. So 150,000 meters this year we've got planned. We did 120 last year, and that's across all 3 projects. We are targeting standalone scale, but you will see that we've got really good upside, lots of mills all around us. We've got a proven ability to deliver, and honestly, it's pointless having plans unless you have the ability to deliver. A great team. And last year, we added 1.3 million ounces at a grade of 3.7 grams for a cost of about $20 an ounce. So that all adds to significant value upside. And so Gorilla, and I'll show you some slides that really support this, I reckon Gorilla is undervalued compared to peers. I reckon we've got a lot of growth to do, and I reckon 2026 is going to be a great year for Gorilla. So, high-grade, aggressive growth and development strategy. Projects on the left-hand side, West Australia focus, 3 key projects, all granted mining leases, 1.5 million ounces at 3.8 grams and growing. A very aggressive strategy on the right-hand side to drill these projects, all 3 projects simultaneously. We've got 5 rigs on the go right now to permit these projects and to get these projects into development by the end of the year. Now, that'll be us getting underground to drill from underground at one of the projects. And you can see news flow will be frequent and ongoing throughout the year. Lots of news from drilling, lots of news from studies updates towards the back end of the year. A great team that can deliver great results. On the left-hand side, we've got the board of directors, some very well-known names there. I'm sure I don't need to go into too much detail. On the right-hand side, we've got people at the coalface. Myself, CFO, exploration manager, COSEC. We've got our principal engineer and our studies manager. So we've got the team in place to find, to define, and to develop these projects. And just not to labor on the point, but last year was a great year for Gorilla. So it was our first year as Gorilla. We rapidly grew and we deployed 120,000 meters of drilling across our 3 projects. This is starting from scratch. And we had a 1,500% increase in resources at our WA projects for a cost of $20 an ounce. So rapid and efficient deployment of capital. And I reckon 2026 will be even better than that. Very well supported, 300 million market cap, 37 million in the bank, a great register, great coverage, and I think we have got places to go with regards to our share price and market capitalization. I'll just talk to this slide here. So compared to our peers, we've got one of the highest grade resources in WA, and I think in all reality, our EV value per ounce could be much higher than it is today. So it could be more like 220, 230 an ounce. We're currently at 170. So there's already, without us doing more excellent work that we're doing right now, there's lots of room to grow at Gorilla. So let's take a look at the projects and why I think we are going to grow so rapidly this year. So Comet Vale, an hour north of Kalgoorlie, 160,000 ounces at 3.7 grams. In resource, and that grew from 95,000 ounces last year, so 900% increase in resources at Comet Vale. We have got major plans for Comet Vale this year, so we've got 3 rigs underway right now. We've got another rig coming very soon, and we're both discovering and defining more resources at Comet Vale. All of our projects are on granted mining leases. Comet Vale is on care and maintenance, so there's permitting in place. We think that puts us in really good stead for what's coming next. So take a look at the resource at Comet Vale. 3 key hubs. Most of the drilling you can see on that page is done by Gorilla. We put 70,000 meters into Comet Vale last year. To grow all of those resources. And we had 3 simple targeting criteria to grow these resources. Number one, and this is not rocket science. Number one, strong surface geochemical anomalism. This is kind of geology 101. We understood the structural framework. We were doing something a little bit different than before. And we saw areas, major resource growth potential that had not been drilled. And this is how we applied our resources to Comet Vale. And we're going to do the same thing this year. And these are all the other targets we've got to drill. Literally just been permitted for POWs. So you can see Sovereign, Cheer, Lakeview, current resource centres. We've got target 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, etc. Lots of targets, lots of growth potential. These things have not been drilled, and there are significant geochemical anomalies on these targets. And we reckon the upside for Comet Vale growth is pretty great. Tested less than 20% of our targets there. This is Sovereign in a long section, so you can see the resource outline. That's 410,000 ounces there, and you can see where we're going next, just to the south, underneath where there's already great drill holes. There's lots of space for further resource growth here, and we're going to see that this year. Same with the Lakeview Cheer trend. That's a 6K section you're looking at there. 300,000 ounces on the right-hand side, 70,000 ounces on the left, and not very much drilling in between. And the drilling that we have done in between, we've got numbers like 21 meters at 11 grams from 27 meters downhole that we simply haven't had time to follow up yet, and we're doing in the next couple of months. Now, Project 1B, Mulwarry. 350,000 ounces at 3.6 grams gold, multiple loads from surface. This is about 5Ks, 6Ks from the Davyhurst Mill next to Arabanda. Significant growth upside, and this is where we're doing it. So this is a long section. You can see those resources on that page. Simple targeting. We've got the Ida Fault. We've got major strat changes adjacent to the fault. We've got porphyries intersecting those, that stratigraphy, cross-cutting that stratigraphy, giving us high-grade plunges. And we've got lots of space to grow this resource. So currently drilling 600 meters south of the resource with 2 diamond rigs, and the rocks look pretty encouraging. And results will be coming out very soon from Mulwarry. Vivian project, last but not least. Around about 300,000 ounces in resources now. It's produced about 350,000 ounces historically, and it's had very little drilling for the last 10 years. So 2-phase strategy for us here. Number 1, grow the resource. Number 2, we've got all the permits in place to get back underground, and we're looking at doing that now. So that's one of the top jobs for our principal engineer. So why invest in Gorilla? We've got a high-grade strategy. Everyone loves gold at the moment, but we all know that gold goes up and comes back down again. If you've got a high-grade strategy, you've got a longer-term business proposition. Great jurisdiction. WA is the best place to explore and mine in the world. Quality projects. 3 granted mining lease projects, Vivian, Comet Vale, Mulwarry. And we are very, very active at all 3 projects. So planning 150,000 meters. We've got 5 rigs on the go at the moment. We'll have lots and lots of news flow, and a team that did all of this last year and expect to do much more this year. And I will wrap that up there for you.